Hello again, everybody, and welcome to your next training. Today we're going to be talking about how to network as a new consultant. Maybe you've had some past direct sales experience, or maybe this is your very first time. Either way is totally fine, and we're going to help you to really successfully and strategically learn to network at Facebook as well as through personal contacts. So the majority of my business is done through Facebook. I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, and so a lot of my beginning customers were people that I've just known through high school. When we were military, we had connections, from those people. I also am a homeschool mom. So the homeschool communities, we have a farm here in Tennessee, and so there's also people that have the similar livestock like what we do. And so all of these different connections that you have are potentials for marketing your business. On Facebook, we have to be really careful that everything that we do is done with purpose. And so every post that you make on Facebook, you're going to want to consider really three things. Number one, does your post inspire? Number two, does it educate? And number three, does it entertain? A lot of times you'll find that your post will either inspire or educate, meaning what is it that you want for them to be excited about or to learn from the post that you're going to make. And then you want to make sure that everything entertains. So I like to tell our team that whenever you make a post, you want to have an action required to move it forward. So you always want to end with a question or something that's going to get people to interact with you from that post. One of my favorite things is to post about cooking. I'm not the world's best cook, but it is something that a lot of people are very passionate about. So I may post something like, okay, I'm making spaghetti tonight. What is your favorite recipe? Or what spices do you use? Because I'm terrible about spices. Something that's going to get interaction is how you're going to build a network of people. And you may think, how is that going to bring me parties? Well, what happens is, it's called Facebook algorithms, is as you increase people commenting and liking and talking to you, it tells Facebook that this person is a true friend and that you should be seeing more of their posts. So what I recommend is, after you post things like this, you want to kind of strategically make another post about your business. Again, does it inspire? Does it educate? Does it entertain? Okay, the business posts need to follow that same rule. So when you do that, you're going to then show up on their news feed with this post. And so you don't need to be constantly talking about your business, but doing things like showing your newest mani, or posting a tricks and tips kind of post about taking care of your nails. Things that will bring people into your pipeline that will show you that they are interested in your business potential or your product. So that is one little tip that has worked really well for me. I'll also tell you that my Facebook is public, so you can go to my Facebook right now and see everything that I've posted without having to be my friend. Now, this is something that you personally will need to decide if you're comfortable with doing or not. I don't post things like, hey, I'm leaving on vacation, come and break into my house, because I'm away. You need to be considerate about what things you post and when you post them. You can also choose to make some posts public and some posts private, and that is also another option. But I have found that I typically will get at least one order per month from a brand new customer that has seen my post, that if it hadn't been public, they wouldn't have seen it. Okay, so that is just kind of a general way to network. The other thing that I recommend is that you go and you join different Facebook groups that are of your interest. So for me, like I said, we homeschool. We have a farm. I've gone and I've joined homeschool groups and livestock groups and farm decorating website or Facebook groups. Anything that you are interested in, if you sew, if you paint, if you love yoga, if you are a crunchy mama, whatever it is, go and find groups that interest you. Do not I want to stress this, do not go into these groups and talk about Jamberry. This is specifically for you to go and make new friends. One thing about direct sales is that you always need to be adding people into your pipeline so that you're constantly getting new eyes on your product all the time. When that well dries up, that's when you're going to start struggling with getting parties and new recruits when you don't go and actually make new friends all the time. On our team page, I say you need to make a friend every day. So you're going into these groups, you're meeting people that are like-minded, and those that you kind of hit it off with. Maybe you have a conversation with somebody about how to crochet something that you're going to make for Christmas. That is a perfect example to say, you know, girl, I'm going to message you and send you a friend request so we can get to know each other better. Or we have a lot in common. I'm going to send you a friend request. Send them a friend request. Do not message them about Jamberry. This is specifically you increasing the views that you're going to have on your personal Facebook to people that have things in common with you. And not only is it going to grow your business, because remember, you are posting on your personal Facebook from time to time about your business, about your product, and they will be able to see those if you are building those relationships. This business is 95% relationship building. The more that you are a friend to someone, the more likely they're going to purchase from you, or they're going to refer you to a friend that talks about needing to have their nails done, or wanting to get into some sort of a home-based business. Your name is going to come to mind. So when you make these friend requests, you don't ever want to push yourself or your business on them, but allowing them to organically see your posts as you make them about Facebook is the purpose of this. Okay, so how about networking from your parties? You should be in your launch party. You should be working on setting that up if you haven't already. And in these parties, some of the things that you can do to network is when somebody posts in roll call and says that they're attending the party, this is a perfect time to make a connection with them. Remember, relationship building is key. So when they post that they are there attending your party, you need to comment underneath and say that you're so happy to have them. Where do they live? Have they ever heard of Jamberry? Have they ever tried it? Find out about their family. You want to get in there and get to know them, because if they feel like you actually care about them, if you have something in common, it's going to make it more likely that they're going to attend the party, and by attending the party, they're going to fall in love with what you're sharing. Also, when you have a customer make a purchase, send them a friend request on Facebook. This is a great way to be able to follow up through the Facebook Messenger, and also to invite them to your customer group. So send a friend request, message them privately, and tell them thank you for your order. You don't necessarily need to say, would you book a party? Work on that relationship a little bit before you get salesy on them. Okay, remember, relationships. All right, so really quickly before we end this discussion here, let's talk about networking as a new consultant when you're not on the computer, when you're not on Facebook. One great thing that you can do is make sure that you always have your business card. Make sure you always have your mani, because your mani will sell itself. You will run into people when you're checking out and the cashier is going to say, wow, I love your manicure. That's really cute. And then you're going to be able to tell them about Jamberry, and you want to make sure that you're prepared by having a business card on you or a 7-day challenge card on you. And then, you can get their information and follow up with them. If you give them a sample, make sure you get their information so that you can check in with them, see if they need any application help. One little great tip is you can say, you know what, give me your cell phone number and I will text you a link to an application video, and here's the 7-day challenge card. And that gives you that open door of communication with them, to later on message them that application video, and then to check in with them a few days later, maybe book a party or make a sale. All right, I hope this helps. Good luck, everybody.